Hi everyone. In this video we're going to study the upbeat in regards to groove. So by now you should know the difference between a downbeat and a backbeat and kind of feel comfortable playing those things. So the next level is isolating the downbeat upbeat and the backbeat upbeat, or basically the one end or the end of one, and the two end or the end of two. So I have a drum beat here in the background. There it is. It's at 80 beats per minute, and we have the kick's a little busier and the snare's a little busier on this particular pattern, but if you're listening along to it, you should start kind of locking into this kind of compression feel. And I kind of always feel like an upbeat, you can think about it almost like a bellow, right? Like a... So the downbeat is really compressive, and the upbeat is expansive, in my opinion. Anyway, the space between downbeat and backbeat is where the upbeat lives. So it's the exact middle point. And I think the reason why they call it an upbeat is that if it's the inversion of a downbeat, it kind of makes sense, and your body goes up. I don't know. It's called an upbeat. But the important thing is to feel it on that expansion space. And if you count it along, it's going to be every single and. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. So that's every single upbeat, but we want to isolate the downbeats upbeat and really carve out that groove, as well as the backbeats upbeat. So the game here would be to pick a note or a chord. E minor is simple enough. And what you're going to want to do is try to play on the space between kick, snare. And that's right there. Kick and snare. Down and back. Down, up, back. Down, up, back. So we're playing the upbeat after the downbeat. Down, up, back. Now I typically strum downwards, but you can strum upwards if that helps. Kind of makes more sense because your body's kind of expanding, so it's probably feels better to play like that. But it shouldn't matter if you do a downstroke, upstroke, side stroke, T-stroke, it doesn't matter. So that's the downbeats, upbeat. And if you can recall from the previous exercises, the challenge is being able to switch from the downbeat to the backbeat. And so in this case, the downbeat's upbeat to the backbeat's upbeat. Now it's going to feel the same way, but you're going to play after the backbeat or the snare drum. And so I'm going to give you an example of a switch maneuver coming up soon. Okay, I'm going to switch. So now I'm on the opposite side, in which case I hear the snare drum and I feel the snare drum, I'm coming down, and I play the upbeat after that snare drum. Okay, I'm going to switch. So now I've returned to the downbeats upbeat. Switch. Okay, so that's the backbeats upbeat. And you can play around with that for a while. Once you get a little bit confident with that, okay, I switched again there. Once you get confident with that, now it's time to add heat. And what that means is you're just going to play every single upbeat, so both the downbeat upbeat and the backbeats upbeat. Kind of drift away into this. This is actually a bit easier to play than what we were just doing, which was just the isolated downbeat or backbeat. And that's kind of by design. You want to kind of drift away with this and really start listening to, wow, okay, my body locks into this rhythm. It feels good, hopefully. This is what dancers like about music. But once you have done it for a little while, you want to bring it back into focus and see if you can cleanly isolate either the downbeats upbeat or the backbeats upbeat. So in this case, I'm going to isolate the backbeats upbeat. I'm listening for the snare. Right there's a snare. 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 I said I'm only going to play right after that. And there I did it. I successfully played the backbeats upbeat. And so you would want to do the same thing, so every single upbeat again, but this next go around, challenge yourself to play the downbeats upbeat. So I'm going to listen for the kick, the thud. There might be extra kicks in this beat, but I really want to listen to the one that's the downbeat. Once I've isolated the downbeat, there it is. Then I'm going to play the single upbeat after that. So here it is, down, up. Yeah, and so that's, in my opinion, a good way to just develop your sense of groove, sense of timing, allow the drum set to assist you, and really start to get a feel for where those rhythms are in relation to your body movement, whether it's, hands, tapping your hand or tapping your foot. There is an upbeat in there, right? So if this is down and back, or even if you're blinking, there's a moment where your eye has to open all the way. But anyway, just groom yourself to feel that, and that's the whole point of this groove exercise. So I hope you enjoyed it, and if you'd like to see more videos like this, let me know in the comments below. If you like this video, you can subscribe and maybe you'll see more like it. Yeah, if you have any questions or requests, feel free to leave a comment regarding that as well. And I'll see you on the next video.